Yo guys, what is good and what's going on, everybody? Your boy BLSG back at it again for another Sixers Live play-by-play. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're back for another Philadelphia 76ers Live play-by-play tonight. As tonight, the Philadelphia 76ers are at home once again for what I do believe is the third straight game that they are home tonight. Before on Sunday, they head out to the Motor City to take on the Detroit Pistons on January 8th. I will not be streaming that game, but that doesn't matter. But that comes after tonight's game where the Philadelphia 76ers tonight, they match up with the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls surprisingly coming in with a losing record as of right now of 17-21, while the Philadelphia 76ers come into this game with a record of 23-14. This should be a solid matchup. This team is pretty good overall, but they haven't been able to execute as a team. Sixers look to take advantage and make something happen tonight. So we're going to see what happens and see if they can find a way to come out of here with the win and make it what I do believe is 12 straight wins at home if they can execute this tonight. Appreciate everybody for coming through and tuning in already. If y'all not done so, hit that like button on the stream and hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Everyone try the street so we can bring more viewers up in the chat. You guys know how we roll, so let's get this one started. Mr. Producer, that music's great. Let's go and cut the beat. Thank you. Alright, let's go through the chat before we get started. We actually only have one comment to get to. Making my life easy in the beginning before the game starts. MC, appreciate for being the first one in here. So let's go Sixers. You already know what it is. Hit that like button if you have not done so, as we already have 3 people on the like button. Appreciate everybody that's already hitting the like button before the game even starts. Appreciate everybody. But yeah, guys, once again, no Joel Embiid for this game tonight for the Sixers. Apparently someone said that he was ruled out indefinitely, so I really hope this is nothing like that major and that serious from the injury that he had the other night. I really hope this is not that serious, and I hope they're just trying to be like a little cautious with Joel. But at the same time, you know, we're continuing to have PJ Tucker play the 5, and Montrezl Harrell will be off the bench, and then we'll have Paul Reed and cleanup crew. So again, we're going to see what happens in this one. We're going to see if the Sixers can make it what I do believe is 12 straight home wins. I did put a community post out about this earlier. And yes, 12 straight wins at home if the Sixers can win this game tonight. So hopefully they can make this happen, and we're going to see what happens tonight. So we'll see what happens, guys. Drop your score predictions down below in the chat. Let me know who you guys think is going to win tonight's game. Do the Sixers make it 12 straight home wins, or will the Chicago Bulls spoil it tonight for the Philadelphia 76ers? What will happen in this game? I was enjoying content. Appreciate that compliment, MC. I've received multiple compliments earlier today. Not just from you, but Bruce Harper as well, which I'm sure he'll pop up in the chat at some point. But once again, we do have PJ Tucker playing the 5, so we're going to continue to go small ball at the 5 with PJ Tucker. Keep Montrezl Harrell on the bench, because he definitely provides some good bench scoring, and we don't need to bring him up, because our bench needs to continue to be playing the way they are and the way that they have as of late. With Niang, Montrezl Harrell, now Shake Milton, Furkan Korkmaz, Matisse Thybulle, and someone that I've realized that has not played the last few games, Daniel House Jr. has literally been non-existent. This man hasn't even gotten 1 minute. I'm going to assume that they brought him down to the 3rd unit, and that's why he probably hasn't played the last few games, because he must have got downgraded to the 3rd unit, I would assume. So, and I feel like Thybulle, in terms of like the small forward position, I feel like he might have gotten brought up to the 2nd line, while Daniel House Jr. must have gotten brought down to the 3rd line. So still, we're going to see what happens and see if the Sixers can get the win. Not Damar Hamlin waking up. God is good. Absolutely. Damar Hamlin has officially woken up and can breathe on his own. So definitely good to hear for Damar Hamlin, but it'll be likely that he is out for the season. So again, prayers up. All we can do is pray that he will be back to full strength eventually. Him getting out of the hospital, though, is huge for himself and his family at the end of the day. So definitely great to hear that Damar Hamlin is in good hands and that he's able to get out of the hospital. He's able to breathe on his own. And he was actually able to go ahead and talk with some people on like FaceTime or on videos. So it was great to hear. It was great to hear from him. So he was actually able to speak, which is a really good thing. So that's great to hear from Damar Hamlin. That's great to hear. But yeah, guys, give me those score predictions in the chat. Let me know who you guys think is going to win tonight's game. Again, guys, can the Sixers make it 12 straight home wins, or will the Chicago Bulls spoil it tonight? Let me know who you guys think is going to come out here with the win. Anthony Johnson, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through, man. So let's go Bulls. Hey, we respect all fans in here. As long as you don't spam in the chat and you don't show disrespect, you're always welcome here, man. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. I respect for the fact that you come out here and show some respect for your team. And if you want consistent content, even though you're a Bulls fan and I'm a Sixers fan, if you want to kind of keep up with the channel and everything, first of all, hit the like button on the stream, but also go ahead, and if you haven't done so, my guy, hit that subscribe button on the channel as well. I can see it, honestly, with Embiid out, but we're going to see what happens tonight. But appreciate you for coming through, man. As the starting lineups come in for both teams, as for the Chicago Bulls, is Ayo Dosunmu, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Patrick Williams, and Nikola Vucevic. For the Philadelphia 76ers is James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, DeAnthony Melton, Tobias Harris, and PJ Tucker. And those are the starting lineups for both teams in this game tonight. Once again, the Sixers are going with that three-guard lineup of Harden, Maxey, and Melton. And they're going to try to continue to experiment with that and see if they can. And see if they can continue to play well with that strategy. Kicks, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. Man says the Sixers will win. Hey, we'll see what happens tonight, man. But appreciate you for coming through and supporting the channel, my guy. If you have not done so, man, go ahead and hit that like button on the stream. And since I don't recognize your account, and if you want consistent coverage with the Eagles and the Sixers, most likely, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well, man. Appreciate you for coming through the stream as well. We already have 2 new viewers in here. Appreciate those 2 new viewers for coming through. Appreciate you guys. We already have 6 people in here. Game's about to get started. Game's about to get started here from the Wells Fargo Center. Sixers going with the red jerseys tonight, like I said before. I think the Bulls are going with the white jersey. No, they're actually going with the black jerseys. So Tobias Harris to do the tip against Nikola Vucevic. We are underway as Vucevic wins the tip. And we are underway here from the Wells Fargo Center. Patrick Williams with the ball, or rather, it's the Dosunmu over to LaVine, over to Vucevic, over to LaVine, out to Patrick Williams. Williams putting up the three-point shot, and it's no good, and it's rebounded by the Sixers. Tobias Harris gets the rebound. Harris with the ball. Harris dancing, gets it over to Melton, over to Harden. Harden matching up with Patrick Williams. Harden dancing, going to his right. Harden matching up with Zach LaVine. Harden coming inside. Harden laying it up for 2. It's no good. Tries to put it back. Gets his own rebound. And gets blocked by Vucevic the 3rd time that he tries to put it up. And it'll be taken away by the Bulls. LaVine with the ball. Gets it out to Dosunmu. Dosunmu tries to lay it up and cannot do so. Tucker with the strip. Over to Harden. Over to Maxey for 3. And it's good for Tyrese Maxey to begin this game. and to begin his stat line right off the bat to get the Sixers an early 3-0 lead. LaVine gets it over to Patrick Williams, over to Vucevic, over to DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan gets it over to Zach LaVine. LaVine gets it over to Vucevic. Vucevic backing into Harris, puts it up for 2, and it's no good. And Tyrese Maxey gets the rebound. Gets it over to James Harden. Harden matching up with Patrick Williams. Harden gets it over to Tobias Harris. Harris under the basket. Has to kick it out to Maxey and does. Maxey looking, gets it over to Harden. Tries to pass it over to PJ Tucker, but apparently it will be a kick ball against the Bulls, so it will stay Sixers ball with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Mike Howard, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through, man. It's the thoughts on Tucker at center. We'll get to that comment in a second, my guy, as Harden has the ball right now. Matches up on Patrick Williams. Harden dancing, coming inside. Harden tries to get down to PJ Tucker, and that's taken away by Zach LaVine. LaVine gets it over to Dosunmu, and Hill will put it up and in for 2 to get the Bulls on the board here. About 2 minutes into this game, Harris gets it over to Tucker, over to Melton. Melton, pump faking on Zach LaVine, gets it over to Tobias Harris. Over to Harden. Harden matching up on Patrick Williams, gets it over to Tobias Harris. Harris with a jump shot over to Dosunmu, and that's good for Tobias Harris. 5-2 Sixers lead, 9:50 left in the first quarter. Beautiful execution by the Sixers early on. LaVine with the ball going to his right. LaVine pump fakes. Well, he faked the shot, gets it over to Dosunmu, over to Vucevic. Vucevic matching up on Tucker, and that's a mismatch between Vucevic against Tucker. You need to put Tobias Harris on him, as the bucket is good for Nikola Vucevic, and it's a 5-4 game. Harden with the ball here for the Sixers. Harden gets it out to Tobias Harris. Harris, the three-point jumper, and that's going to be a little too long, and it's going to be rebounded by the Bulls. Patrick Williams picking up the rebound and bringing it down the other end, out to Vucevic. Over to LaVine, and that's a turnover, and it's picked up by the Sixers. Harris going to take it himself and give the Sixers a 7-4 lead with 9 minutes left in the first. Tobias Harris trying to have himself a performance. Dosunmu has the ball around the screen. Dosunmu spins out, puts it up to Vucevic, and Vucevic gets it in. That's a solid play by the Bulls. I can't even complain. But again, you need to put Tobias Harris on Vucevic, no question. Melton going step back 3, and it's no good, and Vucevic gets the rebound. Vucevic is going to be a rebounding center. Someone needs to contest with them. Vucevic gets it over to Dosunmu, who shoots a 2, and it's no good. And the Sixers will pick up the rebound as Tobias pokes it out to Tucker. Gets it over to Maxey. Maxey trying to look for his options around the screen. Gets it over to Melton. Melton, a three-point jumper. That's good for DeAnthony Melton from the wing. And the Sixers will put up a 10-6 lead early on. 8:13 left in the first quarter. Timeout by the Bulls to talk strategy on what they need to correct here in the remainder of the first quarter to have any chance of getting back in it. But Mike Howard, I saw your comment earlier. I'm going to get to that now, saying thoughts on Tucker at center. You know, I think honestly, people might not like PJ Tucker at center, but honestly, I like it, to be completely honest, because not everything's about scoring in the league, okay? We have some players that are good on defense, like Thibault. We have some players that are good at the playmaking, like Harden. And we have some players that are good at scoring, like Embiid. We have different players. We have different players in the starting lineup and off the bench for certain situations. They can focus on their weaknesses later. They want to focus on what's good for them now. There are obviously weaknesses in every player. There are obviously strengths in every player. And we all know this as content creators about all of the athletes, no matter if it's NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB, college football. We know this. We know this as fans and content creators. So, honestly, not everything is about scoring. It's about everything else, too. And the fact that we put Montrezl Harrell on the bench, and based on the way that he is playing right now, it's definitely much better for our bench scoring, because he has definitely been someone that has definitely contributed to the team. And honestly, in my opinion, I really think it was the right move to put Montrezl Harrell and keep him on the bench instead of starting him and having PJ Tucker still on the bench, because otherwise we would not have that many points off the bench if we put Montrezl Harrell in the starting lineup and kept PJ Tucker off the bench, because honestly we don't have the best bench in the world. So, that's our weak point, but I think putting Montrezl Harrell over there definitely just made it a stronger point into the Sixers' favor. So I really like the move of PJ Tucker at center, but at the end of the day, I think we're going to probably stick with this until Joel Embiid comes back, because I don't think we're going to go ahead and start Montrezl Harrell, and I don't think we're going to start Paul Reed. So if anyone's going to get in the starting lineup and stay that way, it's going to be PJ Tucker. And he's going to be the small ball center, so we're going to see what happens. So, and I mean, Montrezl Harrell's going to get back into this game, or Montrezl Harrell's going to get into this game at some point. So hopefully we see another dominating performance out of Montrezl Harrell, like he did last game against the Indiana Pacers, where he had a dominating performance. As the first quarter continues now, with the Samu getting us over to DeMar DeRozan for 2, it's no good, and the Sixers will pick up the rebound with Tobias Harris. Harris trying to match up on DeMar DeRozan. It will go off of DeMar DeRozan last, and it will stay Sixers ball with 17 seconds on the shot clock. D'Anthony Melton to do the inbound, and we'll lob it up to PJ Tucker. Tucker again going sleeveless tonight as he gets it out to Harden, gets it over to Melton. Melton putting on moves. Melton spinning, kicks out to Harden. Harden dancing, dribbling with it. Harden going step back 3, and it's no good, off target. And it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Bulls ball. Chicago Bulls will take it here. Down 10-6 right now. Down by 4. 7:35 left as LaVine has the ball. Comes around a screen, matches up on Tucker, shoots a 3, and it's good for Zach LaVine. Tucker, you need to stop getting on these players that are so good, like Vucevic and Zach LaVine. You got to stop that. That's a mismatch every day for you. As Harden gets it over to Maxey. Maxey matching up on Dosunmu, gets it over to Harden, back to Maxey. Maxey around a screen. Maxey coming inside, laying up for 2. It's no good, and with Nikola Vucevic was the one to get the rebound, and he puts it out there for Dosunmu. Dosunmu gets it over to Vucevic, over to DeRozan. DeRozan coming inside. DeRozan matching up with Tobias Harris. DeRozan going with the 2-point jumper, and it's no good, and Harden gets the rebound. Harden coming inside with it. Harden trying to put it up for 2. It's no good. Harden gets his rebound and puts it out for D'Anthony Melton. Melton dancing up the baseline. Kicks it out to Maxey. Maxey, the 3-point jumper. That's good for Tyrese Maxey. Give him 6 points in the quarter on 2 3-point jump shots. As DeRozan gets it over to Patrick Williams, over to Vucevic, back to DeRozan. DeRozan coming inside on James Harden. DeRozan kicking it out to Dosunmu. Gets it over to Vucevic. Tobias Harris matches up on him. Vucevic with the 2-point jumper is no good, and the Sixers will pick up the rebound. That's why you put Tobias Harris on Nikola Vucevic. The height's definitely better in terms of a matchup for Tobias. As Harden kicks it out to PJ Tucker, who gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey, the 2-point jumper is no good. It goes off the front of the rim, off the backboard, and misses, and is rebounded by the Bulls. And this one is stripped from Pat Williams. Maxey taking it all the way to the basket. Tyrese Maxey. Give him 8 points in the quarter. LaVine with the ball here for the Bulls. Coming inside, kicks it out to Patrick Williams. Shoots a 3. It's no good. Melton gets the rebound. Melton will take it down the other end. Melton gets it over to James Harden. Harden standing at the top of the key, matching up on Dosunmu. Harden dancing. Harden looking for his options. Matching up on LaVine now. Harden coming inside. Harden tries to lay it up, but he will be fouled by Zach LaVine. And this looks like it is a shooting foul, so Harden will go to the line for 2. Let's go, man. This is a really good start. Really good start overall. First one for James Harden is no good. He shanked it off to the left. Come on, James. You're a great free throw shooter. Come on. Can't be missing free throws, James. I don't care what lead we have. Can't be missing free throws. Georges Niang and Shake Milton to sub in for Tobias Harris. And one of the guards might be Maxey. Might be Maxey. I don't know who went out. And I think it is Maxey, as the second one was also missed by James Harden. What is going on, James? Come on, dude. Yeah, Maxey and Tobias Harris were taken out. As LaVine has the ball, comes inside, kicks it out to Kobe White. Kobe White kicking it out to Vucevic, gets it over to Kobe White. White lobs it up for Vucevic. Vucevic out to Desamu. Desamu with a two-point jumper. It's no good. And it'll be out of bounds, and it will be Sixers ball. I believe it went off to Samu last. If not him, it might have went off to DeMar DeRozan. But it will be Sixers ball. As Harden has the ball here for the Sixers. Gets it over to P.J. Tucker. Tucker gets it out to DeAnthony Melton. Melton, the three-point jumper. That's good for DeAnthony Melton. And the second three-pointer tonight for number 8 in red in DeAnthony Melton. Sixers on an 8-0 run. LaVine gets it over to Derek Jones, and apparently he was fouled as well as making the bucket. The foul is called against P.J. Tucker. LaVine with a beautiful pass to Derek Jones. And P.J. Tucker did make contact, so Derek Jones Jr. will go to the line for one more to make a 6-point deficit for the Chicago Bulls, which he will miss the free throw. Derek Jones Jr. misses the free throw, and the Sixers will indeed pick up the rebound. Harden gets it over to Niang, over to Harden. Harden drops it down for Tucker. Tucker, the floater for 2. It's no good, and Vucevic gets the rebound. Gets it over to LaVine, over to Kobe White. White trying to put it up for 2, and he will be fouled. And looks like the foul is going to be called against Georges Niang. All 18 of our points so far have come from Tyrese Maxey, DeAnthony Melton, and Tobias Harris all combined. First one missed the line for Kobe White. What crazy things we have seen so far in the first quarter in terms of free throw shooting. Second one at the line is missed by Kobe White. What in the world, dude? What is happening? So first Harden misses both free throws. I think it was Kobe White who missed the and one. And now Kobe White misses both free throws on that trip to the line, as Vucevic does make a 3 at the top of the key to make it a 4-point game. But Harden with the ball, matching up on Vucevic. Harden dancing, gets out to Niang. Niang, the 3-point jumper. That's good for Georges Niang. Let's go. Georges Niang pushing it to a 7-point lead for the Sixers. He's like, I'm not going anywhere. Y'all think I'm just a role player? I'm a role player that can score. As LaVine has the ball, matches up on P.J. Tucker. LaVine going step back 2, and it's no good, and Milton gets the rebound. Milton gets it over to Harden, over to Milton again. Milton taking the 3-point jumper. That's good for Shake Milton. Let's go. Shaking and baking. And apparently it was a long 2. Here we go. Here's Zach LaVine with the ball. LaVine gets it over to Derek Jones. Derek Jones lobs it up for Nikola Vucevic, and that's good for Nikola Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic has pretty much been doing everything for the Bulls. As Harden gets stripped, and he will be fouled. But that's going to be the first on Nikola Vucevic. Timeout called by the Sixers to maybe change the strategy and maybe make a lineup change again. SG Sports Talk, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through, man. Hit that like button if you haven't done so, and appreciate you for coming through the stream. So let's go, Bulls. Hey, we respect all fans that come up here as long as you don't spam and show disrespect. I could see it. I told this to... Who's it that I told it to earlier? Anthony Johnson. I told it to him earlier. I respect that, and I could see it because Embiid's out. But if all the Sixers players can contribute and play as a team and not just have one player carry the whole team, then the Sixers are going to come out here and win. But if they don't do that, then the Bulls definitely have a chance. But so far, it's looked like a rough start for the Bulls. Just 16 points with 2.5 minutes left. So it's kind of been a rough start for Chicago. My day's going good, man. Hopefully yours is going good as well. Hopefully everyone, by the way, is enjoying their Friday night, just wrapping up the day, watching some basketball since it's on. And I do believe there's NFL games on tomorrow. So, again, I hope you guys do have a fantastic weekend after tonight, because I will not be streaming the Sixers game on Sunday because I'll be watching the Eagles game, which did get moved to 4:25. And I wouldn't have been able to stream the game anyway because it would have been at 1 o'clock and it would have ended at like 4:25. So, if they didn't make the change. So, I will not be doing the game on Sunday when the Sixers take on the Pistons in the Motor City. But after that, Tuesday, January 10th, I will be able to do that game. I'll be able to do the game on Tuesday, January 10th. So that's how it's going to kind of go down. But hopefully everyone's enjoying their Friday night. I'm heartbroken that the Warriors lost to the Pistons by a score of 122 to 119. Their 5-game winning streak has been snapped. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man, but I think they're starting to kind of get things going for them without Steph Curry, which, that's definitely going to be huge for how long Curry's out, as the first one is good at the line for James Harden. And the second one for James Harden is also good at the line to give the Sixers a 9-point lead, 25-16. Here we go. Here's DeMar DeRozan with the ball. DeRozan matching up on Thibault, gets it out to Kobe White. Kobe White coming inside, kicking it out to Derek Jones for 3, and it's good for Derek Jones. But here we go. There's James Harden with the ball, bringing it down the floor. Gets it over to Niang. Niang back out to Harden. Harden loses it, but gets it back as Derek Jones was all over him. But here we go. There's James Harden at the top of the key. Harden going step back 3, and it comes up short. Harden gets the rebound, shoots it. Was it a shooting foul? I think it was. And it'll send James Harden to the line for 2 more. And the foul is going to be on Goran Dragic. I forgot he was on this team. The former Miami Heat. The former Heat player. I forgot he was on this team. First one's good at the line for James Harden. Thoughts on Embiid? All I need to say about Joel Embiid is just prayers up for him with his injury. Hopefully everything's okay with him, because he hasn't been able to play the last few games. So all I have to say is prayers up for him. Dude, MJ by a landslide. People need to stop saying that LeBron's the GOAT. We need to end this debate. LeBron is not the GOAT. It's MJ all day. As the second one, I do believe, was also good at the line for James Harden. As Dragic gets it over to DeRozan. DeRozan matching up on Thibault and Niang, gets it out to Kobe White, who stands at the top of the key for 3. And it's no good. And then apparently the former Sixer, Andre Drummond's able to put it back. I also forgot Andre Drummond was on this team. Here we go. There's James Harden with the ball. Harden lobs up to Thibault, who stands in the corner. Thibault coming inside. Thibault kicks it out to Harden. Harden dancing. Harden coming inside. Harden trying to put moves on. Going step back 2. And it's no good. And Andre Drummond gets the rebound. Montrezl Harrell's going to have to be on his toes when he's against Andre Drummond. Because, dude, Drummond is a rebounding machine. As Dragic has the ball, gets it over to Derek Jones. Back to Dragic. Dragic trying to find his option. Spins around Harden. Goes fading 2-pointer. And it's good for Goran Dragic. So Goran Dragic putting in some work here in his minutes and stepping on. As Niang goes with the pump fake and then the step back 3. And it's beautiful! Georges Niang with another big shot when it matters. Let's go, man. DeRozan gets it over to Andre Drummond. Drummond kicks it out. Originally, it was kicked out to Kobe White, I do believe. But a foul is called against Georges Niang, and that's going to be his second. I believe it's his second. Get to that comment in a second. As Dragic gets it over to DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan actually on Thibault going step back, fading 2, and it's good for DeMar DeRozan. Come on, Sixers, let's not get this team opportunities. And what in the world was that? I was going to say, like, what was Niang doing passing it back to Montrezl Harrell? But it did go off of DeRozan, so Sixers got lucky. Because I don't know what the heck that was. But speaking of Niang, he is about to do the inbound pass here as Maxey will check back into this game in replacement of Matisse Thybulle. Niang inbounds it to Maxey. Maxey will match up on Kobe White. Maxey looking for his options. Just going to walk with the ball while dribbling it. Maxey kicking it out to Niang in the corner for 3. It'll go off the top of the backboard. Dragic gets the rebound. Does not get it off in time. And the Philadelphia 76ers at the end of the first quarter will lead the Chicago Bulls by 5 points, 30-25, as we head to quarter number 2. A solid start by the Sixers overall. Their defense just needs to, maybe raise it up a notch, Defense has to step it up a little bit. But overall, Sixers with a pretty solid first quarter. I'm going to try to say this right, but CC_DocCell24. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. Man said MJ. Yeah, MJ's the GOAT, no question, man. But appreciate you for coming through. CC_DocCell24. If you haven't done so, my guy, hit that like button on the stream. And if you like what you see here, and since I don't recognize your account, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. Appreciate you for coming through, man. I appreciate that compliment, SG Sports Talk. Appreciate that. Thank you. It's MJ who's the GOAT. I don't get why people say LeBron's the GOAT. I don't understand. People need to realize that MJ has more championships than LeBron. People need to realize that. And MJ has been in the league longer than LeBron. And keep in mind, his career is done. LeBron could have a regressing year. And he could literally dive down at any given point in time before he retires. When's that going to be? I don't know. Adrian Robertson, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming through. Hit that like button if you have not done so. Appreciate you for coming through to the stream. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that they just DFA'd Trevor Bauer. I did see that. It came up on my phone a little earlier. On like Yahoo Sports or something. Appreciate everybody that's come through and supported, man. We have 7 people in here. Guys, hit that like button if you all have not done so. And also subscribe to the channel if you guys have not done so and want to keep up with the Sixers and the Eagles content. If you guys want to keep up with any content or just want to show support, hit that subscribe button as well. As the second quarter has begun, Niang gets over to Maxey, over to Milton, over to Maxey. Maxey coming inside. Maxey spinning. Maxey fading for two, and it's good for Tyrese Maxey. Maxey's getting hot early on. Give him 10 points overall in this one. But Drummond gets it over to Derrick Jones, who gets it over to DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan gets it over to Derrick Jones, over to Goran Dragic. Dragic with the pump fake spinning. Gets it out to Coby White for three, and it's no good for Coby White, and the Sixers get the rebound. Maxey with the ball, bringing it down the other end. Maxey will face up against DeMar DeRozan. Maxey gets it over to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell gets it over to Shake Milton, who lobs up for two, and it's no good. And Andre Drummond gets the rebound. Gets it out to Derrick Jones, and he is under the basket for a two-pointer. Back to a 5-point game, 32-27. Here we go. Here's Tyrese Maxey with the ball. Maxey going to his right. Going step back three at the top of the key, and it's good! Tyrese Maxey! What a first half this kid's having! Welcome back to the Sixers, Tyrese. Dragic with the ball, laying it up for two, no good. And Drummond cannot put it back, and Maxey gets the rebound. Maxey putting in that work, taking another. Oh, that comes up short. That's going to be rebounded by the Bulls. Drummond gets it over to, I believe that is Derrick Jones. Or it's not Derrick Jones, it's going to be Coby White, I think. And it looks like it is going to be, I think, an offensive foul. I think we're going to go the other way. And it will be an offensive foul here. It will be an offensive foul here against Coby White. We're going to go the other way with it. Maxey will inbound this here to Shake Milton. Milton with the ball going to his left. Milton coming inside. Milton under the basket, gets over to Montrezl Harrell. Right underneath the basket. Montrezl Harrell looking for another big game once again. Dragic gets it over to Derrick Jones, who gets it over to Coby White. Gets it over to Andre Drummond, over to Dragic. Dragic matching up with Montrezl Harrell, gets it over to Andre Drummond, who spins. Drummond putting the moves on Niang, and it's good for Andre Drummond. Here we go. Here's Tobias Harris, and he'll get it over to Shake Milton. Milton going to his left, gets it over to Niang. Niang coming inside. Niang laying up for two. It's no good. Montrezl Harrell thought he had it back, but Niang picks it up. Gets over to Maxey, over to Milton, who's wide open for three, and it's off target, and Andre Drummond gets the rebound. Former Sixer getting the rebound, by the way, as he gets it over to Goran Dragic, who spins. Dragic around the screen. Dragic gets it down to Drummond. Drummond trying to handle it. He does handle it, and a foul is called against Montrezl Harrell as Andre Drummond goes with the pump fake. Montrezl Harrell's like, calm down. Would you want your Phillies to take a chance with them? I mean, I don't take anyone that we can afford, honestly. As the first one on the line is no good for Andre Drummond. Again, that's the former Sixer. The only former Sixers ball out against their old team in Philadelphia. Normally they do. Second one is missed by Andre Drummond as well. If they can do that in the second half and give the Sixers free chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A, then that would be great for the Sixers fans. Maxey with the ball, gets it over to Shake Milton, over to Maxey. Maxey on his right. Maxey coming inside, kicking it out to Milton. Milton wide open for three. And it's good for Shake Milton. And you already know it. Here we go. Here's Andre Drummond, gets it over to Coby White, gets it over to DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan spinning. DeRozan putting it up for two, and it's good for DeMar DeRozan. He's just that good of a player. He's that good. Here goes Maxey, gets it over to Shake Milton. Milton matching up on Dragic. Gets it over to Tobias Harris. Harris backing in to Derrick Jones Jr. Harris now kicks out to Maxey. Maxey coming inside, spinning. And apparently Maxey was called for the travel. Thoughts on Jackie Vaughn? You know, he's been a solid replacement for Steve Nash for the Brooklyn Nets overall. That's all I need to say about him, honestly. As Drummond gets it over to Zach LaVine. LaVine going to his right, gets it over to Drummond. And it's taken away by Montrezl Harrell, who will put it out to Shake Milton. Over to Maxey, who almost took another three. Maxey gets it over to Harrell. Harrell matching up on Andre Drummond. Harrell taking a jump shot, and it's good! Montrezl Harrell! What are the chances you see Montrezl Harrell take a jump shot in this game? Derrick Jones goes right into Montrezl Harrell, and the officials call what we like to call an offensive foul, and we're going the other way. Drummond, you don't run over my new center with that. Montrezl Harrell rather is like, no. It's not happening. You're not calling a blocking foul on me, ref. You're going to call an offensive foul on Andre Drummond, period. And I don't want to hear it. Derrick Jones Jr. grabbing his leg or his groin. I can't tell which one it is. If it's his leg, it's his thigh that he's grabbing. Here we go. Here's Tyrese Maxey with the ball. Maxey going to his left. Maxey going back to his right. Maxey gets it out to Milton. Milton on the pump fake. Milton gets it over to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell stands in the corner, gets it, and is matching up with Vucevic. Harrell going step back too. He comes up short, but Harrell with the putback. Let's go, Montrezl Harrell. Unassisted with that one and picks up his own rebound. Dragic gets it over to Vucevic for two, and it's good for Nikola Vucevic. Come on, Trez, you got to stay on your guys. Maxey gets it over to Harris, who lays up for two, and it's no good, and apparently Vucevic gets the rebound. Tobias Harris not coming up with any points out of that, surprisingly. Desamu with the ball gets it over to Vucevic. Back over to Desamu, gets it over to Vucevic again. Vucevic matching up on Montrezl Harrell. Vucevic backs in. Vucevic kicks it out to Dragic for three, and it's good for Goran Dragic. Niang came in for the double team, but a timeout will be called by the Sixers to talk things over, as now they have an 8-point lead on the Bulls with that three made by Goran Dragic. And overall for the Sixers, it is an 8-point lead for them in their favor. Maxey's the only player in double figures for the Sixers, and actually the only player in double figures overall between both teams. Andre Drummond on the Bulls, former Sixer. Yeah, Andre Drummond is a former Sixer, and he did sign with Chicago. You're going with Lakers or Hawks in tonight's NBA matchup from CryptoCom Arena in downtown LA, California. Who should I go with? Honestly, give me the Hawks. I think Trae Young comes out swinging in that game. Chick-fil-A is really good. You know, I haven't been there a lot, honestly. I've been there like twice, maybe. You need to hire Sam Cassell as your head coach. Yeah, that's what I kind of wanted before the season started, or when Doc Rivers was struggling in terms of the coaching at times. But I think Doc Rivers has done pretty solid. I'm not saying he's done the best. I didn't say he's done. I've seen him do better. I've seen him do worse, but he's overall been solid. He's been a solid coach. Nikola Vucevic, also the second player overall to enter double figures. See what I mean? With Montrezl Harrell to the bench, he already has 6 points off the bench, and overall the Sixers already have 17 bench points. So that's why Montrezl Harrell is staying on the bench, and he's not in the starting lineup. Because otherwise we have hardly any bench points, depending on how Niang and Shake Milton do. We're going with Nets or Pelicans in tonight's NBA matchup from Smoothie Kingston. New Orleans, Louisiana. All right, here we go. Game's back on. We'll get to that in a second. SG Sports Talk. As Harden gets over to Harris, over to Harrell, over to Maxey. Maxey kicks out to Niang, who takes another three from the wing. Comes up short, and Patrick Williams gets the rebound. Gets it over to DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan going to his right. Gets it over to Patrick Williams. Out to LaVine in the corner for three, and it's good for Zach LaVine. Do not leave anyone open like that. You can't do it. You do it, it's unacceptable. 8-0 run for the Bulls in the last minute. Harden going to his left, coming inside, drops it down to Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell's like, that's baby food. If you're going to leave me wide open, I have a wide open lane. DeRozan with the ball. Matching up on James Harden, spinning, losing it, getting it back out to Vucevic, over to LaVine. LaVine matching up on Georges Niang. LaVine going to his right, coming inside. LaVine kicks it out to DeMar DeRozan, who stands in the corner. And it's going to be a treble. You can't do that on DeMar DeRozan. Let's do Sports Talk, my guy. In that matchup, I think it's going to be the Pelicans tonight. I think the Pelicans get a dub in New Orleans. As Melton tries to kick it out to Maxey, that's taken away by LaVine. And it'll jam it with one hand in there for two. That was just poor decision-making by the Sixers overall. It's back down to a 5-point lead for the Sixers. Maxey with the ball, spinning. Getting out of there, gets it out to Tobias Harris. Harris coming inside. Harris putting it up for two, and it's good for Tobias Harris. He's saying, let's increase this lead a little bit. Let's make him earn it for the remainder of the first half. DeRozan with the ball gets it over to Vucevic. Or LaVine, rather, I should say. LaVine matching up with Anthony Melton, coming inside. Drops it down for Nikola Vucevic. And he'll make the bucket, and he will also be fouled. And the foul's called on James Harden. As James Harden did end up tried poking the ball from behind, but apparently got too much of Vucevic. Going with the Pelicans. Also going with the Hawks. DeMar Hamlin's improving. The doctors say he started talking to his family. Yeah. On video or in person, it was one of those two. I think it was on video, to be honest, as the second one is also good for, or rather the and-one free throw is good for Nikola Vucevic. As Harden gets over to Tobias Harris. Harris going to his left, coming inside. Harris looking, going with the two-point jumper, and it's good for Tobias Harris. Let's go. Tobias Harris continuing to say, let's make him earn it. As DeRozan gets it over to Samu, gets it over to Zach LaVine, who tries to get it up to Vucevic, and that's tipped and taken away by the Sixers. Harden coming inside, kicking it out to Melton. Melton out to Tucker. Tucker out to Harden. Harden out to Tucker. Over to Melton. Melton, the three-point jumper, and it comes up short, and DeRozan gets the rebound. Asia Roberson says, "Go Nets." Of course. I mean, she is a Nets fan, I think, so it makes sense. DeRozan spinning, and he will be fouled by PJ Tucker as he goes up multiple rows in the stands. That'll be the first of the night on Tobias Harris. Oh, Zion's out? Man, I might want to change that. You know what? I'm going to go Pelicans. This needs to be hired to commentate. CNO, right? It was just such a great city with so much lively entertainment. That's a fact. First one missed in the line by DeMar DeRozan. What is going on with the free throw shooting in the first half? What is going on? Second one for DeMar DeRozan is good. He's not missing two in a row. I already know it. He's not going to miss two straight. Here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball. Bulls overall are 2 for 8 from the line. Harris kicks it out to James Harden. Harden gets over to Harris. Harris coming inside, kicks it out to Milton. Milton's wide open for three. And it's no good, and Vucevic gets the rebound and gets it over to LaVine. LaVine gets it over to DeMar DeRozan, Or rather, that's DeSanmu, and that's good. 3-point game in the Wells Fargo Center. Melton gets over to Tobias Harris. Harris pump faking. Harris pump faking twice. Out to Melton. Melton gets it out to James Harden. Standing at the wing, shoots a three. It's no good, and Vucevic gets the rebound. Come on, guys, we need points. Let's go. LaVine gets it out to Vucevic. Up to DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan putting up a 2-pointer, and it's good for DeMar DeRozan. And we'll go to the line for one more, apparently. Apparently a foul is called against P.J. Tucker. Tucker having a talk with one of the officials. But yeah, guys, we're letting the Bulls right back in this game. I can't believe this. I can't believe we're doing this right now. We're letting the Bulls right back in this game, aren't we? Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're letting these guys right back in this game. Like, what are we doing right now? Seriously, we need to be better than this. We're better than this on defense. Bruce Orr, what's going on, my guy? I appreciate you coming through, man. Hit that like button if you have not done so, my guy. I appreciate you coming through the stream. I'm doing well, man. Hopefully you're doing good as well, Bruce Harper. Hopefully everyone is doing well on this Friday night once again, like I said before. See, saying hello to Bruce. You see the good news that DeMar Hamlin is not breathing on his own and improving in a significant way. I feel it's great and partly because of our prayers. Yeah, I did see that earlier. And he's definitely doing much better than what he was before. So it's definitely great to hear that DeMar Hamlin's definitely doing much better. And he was also able to talk to his family, which was nice. Forget if it was on video or if it was done face to face. Forgot. But overall, it's great to hear that DeMar Hamlin had an opportunity to talk with his family. It's great news. Absolutely. You already know it is. It's really like walking on Bourbon Street. I don't even know where that street is. Bruce IMC. Did you see what Skip Bayless tweeted the other day about DeMar Hamlin was hospitalized? It was Harleston. Yeah, people were talking about, like, I'm telling you, Skip Bayless needs to be fired for that. He has to. New Orleans is known for their entertainment, music, and their food. It's a fact. But Skip Bayless is not a nice person. It's not that he's a nice person. He just put out like a critical tweet, but still, that was dumb to put that out there about DeMar Hamlin. It was also bad timing too. Like, why are you putting that out when a player's injured like that? Always smash the like button. Hey, appreciate you for doing so, man. Just double making sure you've already done so. For sure, I agree. It was bad timing, but even to have that kind of thought at that particular time tells me the man needs some assistance. Exactly. MC says, agreed, Bruce. Yeah. As they're looking at the all-star voting leaders right now, James Harden and Joel Embiid are both on the list. As of right now, guys, it is a 1-point game. 50-49. Bulls have a chance to tie this up. But overall, based on their free throw shooting, it really has not gone that well. But this one is good at the line. I believe that was Kobe White. So it's a tie ball game at 50. Harden gets it over to Tobias Harris, gets it over to DeAnthony Melton, over to James Harden, gets it over to Melton. And it's actually going to be a turnover. Melton is able to poke it out. Melton did poke it out, but it's going to be Bulls ball still. Here we go. That is DeSanmu with the ball. Matching him with Shake Milton. Gets it over to Vucevic for two. It's no good, and the Sixers do get the rebound, so it stays tied at 50. Harden with the ball going to his left. Harden coming inside. Harden. Pump faking. Harden gets it out to DeAnthony Melton. Melton matching up on LaVine. Gets it out to Tobias Harris. Harris gets it out to Milton. Up the baseline. Milton goes. Kicks it out to Harden. and the ball bounced on the baseline, so it will be Bulls basketball with almost 2 minutes left in the first half. It's the 5th turnover for the Sixers as well. Here we go. Here's DeRozan with the ball, and he'll be fouled by Tobias Harris. Come on, guys. What are we doing? We were off to a great start, and now we're looking sloppy out here. What are we doing right now, man? We need to continue to send our prayers for DeMar and his family, as he's not completely out of the woods, and we all need to do whatever we can to help him. Yeah, exactly. Pray, donate, whatever's needed. I don't like Skip Bayless anyway, so I really don't care what happened to him. I mean, I respect the opinion, and the first one's good at the line for the Bulls, as they will take the lead with DeMar DeRozan shooting it 51-50. Well, the Bulls came back. Yeah, we're playing sloppy to close out this quarter. And the second one also good at the line for DeMar DeRozan. And we'll get to that comment in a second, Bruce. As Harden has the ball, and we'll bring it down the floor. Harden going to his left. As the Bulls are on a 21-6 run in the last 5 minutes and 18 seconds. Harden puts up a 2-pointer, gets his own rebound as he misses, kicks out to Tucker in the corner for 3, and it's no good for P.J. Tucker, and the Bulls get the rebound. Vucevic gets it over to Dosunmu, and it's good for Ayo Dosunmu, as it's a 4-point lead for Chicago. Milton with the ball, gets it out to Tobias Harris, who shoots a 3, and it's good for Tobias Harris. Responds with authority. Thank you, Tobias, for finally scoring. Tobias Harris is like, let's lock down on D. Here we go. Here's DeMar DeRozan with the ball. Matching up with Matisse Thybulle. DeRozan spinning. DeRozan putting up a 2-point jumper, and it's no good. And James Harden gets the rebound. Harden will take it down the floor. Harden coming inside. Harden laying it up for 2, and it's good for James Harden. And just like that, the Philadelphia 76ers will retake the lead. Under 50 seconds left in the first half. Sixers lead it by 155-54. LaVine with the ball. Matching up on James Harden. LaVine taking a 3-point jumper, and it's good for Zach LaVine. He responds and gives the Bulls a 2-point lead, 57-55. 37 seconds left. Harden takes the ball down the floor, pump fakes, kicks it out to Tobias Harris. Harris another 3-point jumper, and that was airballed. It might have been blocked. And it's going to be Bulls ball. Sixers will get one more shot after this, as LaVine has the ball. LaVine coming inside. LaVine putting it up for 2, and it is good for Zach LaVine as it rolls around the rim and goes in. Sixers will have time for one more. But either way, they're going to be down at halftime. It was just on the finish of this quarter. Finish of this quarter has been terrible. Harden gets it out to Thybulle, and he faked it out to Harden, and it does not go in from Matisse Thybulle. He does not get the bounces. That will conclude the first half, as in surprising fashion, the Philadelphia 76ers are down to the Chicago Bulls at the end of the first half, 59-55, as, ladies and gentlemen, we have approached halftime. At the end of the first half, the Bulls will lead it by 4. Sucks too, man. We need to finish out quarters. We can't be holding back and not be finishing out quarters. We can't. We can't be affording that. Because how else did the Bulls come back and take a 4-point lead at halftime? I should feel the same way, but it did make me feel better when I heard what he said, so I sort of care. I bet it hurts millions of us who just want DeMar to get better. Exactly. A.J. Robertson says, yeah, to Bruce Harper. Top 5 Brooklyn Nets of all time are Durant, Curry, Simmons, Claxton, and Irving. I think that's more of like a current edition, but I can see that. But Irving over Claxton, though, honestly. And you could probably put Ben Simmons at 4, in my opinion. Richard says, I feel most teams will present a difficult challenge for us until Embiid's back in the lineup. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be rough, but we got to find a way to get through it. Adifo Maxey is starting to get back to himself, which is awesome. Yeah, definitely great to see Maxey back in his old form. Since surprisingly, Ben Simmons is actually playing good on the Nets. Yeah, now he's finally showing up for once. It feels just a matter of time before Maxey becomes a true superstar in this league. Yeah, he hasn't been put in the All-Star voting, but in the end, Maxey will definitely be up there in terms of getting into like the All-Star game. But definitely, in my opinion, do I see Maxey having a very high potential in his career. But we're going to go over the halftime stats now, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off on the Chicago Bulls side, Nikola Vucevic leads the way for the Chicago Bulls, already with a double-double in this game with 14 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. Following that up is Zach LaVine with 13 points, a rebound, and 5 assists. DeMar DeRozan with 10 points and a rebound. Derrick Jones Jr. with 7 points, no rebounds, and an assist off the bench. Ayo Dosunmu with 6 points, no rebounds, and an assist. Goran Dragic with 5 points, a rebound, and 2 assists off the bench. And Andre Drummond with 4 points and 5 rebounds to end off the first half stats for the Chicago Bulls. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side. Tyrese Maxey leads the way for the Philadelphia 76ers with 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. Tobias Harris following that up with 11 points and 3 rebounds. Montrezl Harrell off the bench with 8 points and a rebound. James Harden with 6 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. DeAnthony Melton with 6 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Shake Milton with 5 points, a rebound, and 2 assists. And Georges Niang with 6 points and 3 rebounds to end off the first half stats for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now into the team stats now. The Chicago Bulls are shooting the ball 61.5% from the field to the Philadelphia 76ers 42.9%. The Chicago Bulls are shooting the ball 60% from three-point range to the Philadelphia 76ers 40.9%. The Chicago Bulls are shooting the ball 45.5% from the free throw line to the Philadelphia 76ers 66.7%. The Chicago Bulls are out-rebounding the Philadelphia 76ers overall 22-21, but the Philadelphia 76ers are doing it offensively 7-3. Both teams each with 14 assists at the end of the first half. The Chicago Bulls with more blocks than the Sixers 3-2. The Sixers with more steals than the Bulls 5-3. Sixers winning the turnover battle over the Bulls 8-5. The Bulls with more points in the paint than the Sixers 28-18, and a total of just 13 personal fouls called, 8 on the Sixers and 5 on the Chicago Bulls. And ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and take the halftime break, we will read over some more comments here, starting from SG Sports Talk, and then we'll work our way down to the rest of the way. SG Sports Talk saying Pelicans winning 18-14. Hey, go Pelicans, man. Pelicans up by 4. I completely agree. Would you want your Phillies to sign Trevor Bauer? If they can afford him, then yes. I would want them to sign him, but if they can't, then just let him go. Pelicans 24-14, first quarter, 3:17 remaining. Hey, appreciate the update on the game, SG Sports Talk. But ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we are going to take the halftime break like we always do. Y'all pretty much know the drill, except for the 2 new people that did come in here. So the 2 new people that did come in here, if you guys are still up in here, go get a snack, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you guys need to do in order to get ready for the second half of this game between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Chicago Bulls to hopefully see if the Philadelphia 76ers, currently down by 4 at the half, can find a way to come out here and get a win over the Chicago Bulls and make it 12 straight wins at home. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all back here for the second half. Alright, guys, I'm back ready to go for the second half, as the second half is about to get underway really soon. We're going with Suns or Heat in tonight's NBA matchup from the Footprint Center, Phoenix, Arizona. I'm honestly going to go with the Heat tonight. You know, Devin Booker out, he's going to be dearly missed. But at the end of the day, we'll see what happens, man. It should be a solid game. Pelicans 28, Nets 27 at the end of the first. Brooklyn Nets are trying to make a comeback in this basketball game against the New Orleans Pelicans from the Big Easy. Hey, hopefully they don't make it happen, so I don't have to hear all the Ben Simmons fanboys. I absolutely adore Ben Simmons. Here we go, second half. Let's see if the Sixers. Number one thing that I need to see, I need to see James Harden step up. I need to see the Sixers able to close out quarters. I need to see better defense. I need to see everything that we have seen the last 12 home games from the Sixers. I need to see it all. But here we go. Second half is underway. Maxey with the ball gets it over to Harden. Back over to Maxey. Maxey laying it up for two. And it is no good off the back of the rim. And is rebounded by Vucevic. Gets it over to Dosunmu. Out to Levine for three. And it's no good. Vucevic gets the rebound. Gets it over to Patrick Williams for two, and it's good for Patrick Williams. Come on, guys. You can't be starting out like this, man. Better defense than that, please. Welcome to my world, man. I don't like Ben Simmons either. Gasarga gets out to Maxey in the corner for three, and it's good for Tyrese Maxey. Maxey's been the guy that's been keeping us in it because he's been our leading scorer. Dosunmu with the ball. Gets over to DeMar DeRozan. Over to Levine. Levine gets it over to DeRozan, over to Levine, over to Patrick Williams, who shoots the two, and it's good for Patrick Williams. Come on, guys, let's go. We're better than this, man. Harden gets over to De'Anthony Melton, who takes a three from the wing, and it's good for De'Anthony Melton. There we go, boys. Let's respond. Let's respond every time. Here we go. As DeRozan gets it over to Dosunmu, gets it over to Vucevic, over to DeRozan. DeRozan going to his right, spinning. DeRozan spinning again. DeRozan kicking it out to Patrick Williams in the corner for three, and it's good for Patrick Williams. In the second half, Patrick Williams has just been a bucket so far. A walking bucket. And Maxey will have the ball, and he was pushed, indeed, by Ayo Dosunmu. And he will be lifted back up as Maxey, just coming back off the injury, is already getting pushed around by some of these players. Like, dude, don't be pushing around my guard. Dude, he got his whole body on him. His whole body on him, dude. Harden with the ball gets over to Harris, out to Tucker. Tucker going to his left, gets it over to James Harden. Harden gets it over to Tucker, who puts it up for two, and it's good for P.J. Tucker. His first points of the night. P.J. Tucker can only contribute what he can give to us. Dosunmu with the ball gets over to Nikola Vucevic. Gets it over to Dosunmu, who gets it over to Vucevic. Actually, no, that was DeRozan. Kicks out to Dosunmu, over to DeRozan. DeRozan spinning, fading for two over Harden, and it's missed, and Tobias Harris gets the rebound. This is the opportunity to make it a one-point game or a tie game at 66. Harris with the ball gets over to Harden. Harden coming inside, laying it up for two. It's no good, and Vucevic gets the rebound. Come on, guys. We're better than this now. And that will go right through the hands of Zach LaVine, and it will be Sixers ball as the pass was too fast from Patrick Williams. It was literally a touchdown pass on the other end of the court. Really? They called it Bulls ball? I guess there might have been sense. But DeRozan inbounds it to Vucevic, gets it to LaVine. And P.J. Tucker knew that he committed the foul. So again, it will be another inbound pass, and it will be Zach LaVine to inbound it. First team foul on P.J. Tucker in the third quarter. LaVine inbounds it to DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan gets it out to Dosunmu. Dosunmu puts up a two-point shot, no good. And Tobias Harris gets the rebound. Another opportunity right here to make it a one-point or a tie ball game. And Harris will fall down on the ground as the foul is going to be called here on Ayo Dosunmu. Apparently I said his first name wrong. I said Ayo. Ayo Desamu. It's Ayo Desamu, apparently. But Tobias Harris did not shoot the ball, so it would just be an inbound pass. Hopefully Tobias Harris is all right. But Maxey will inbound this here to DeAnthony Melton. Melton tries to get it over to James Harden. Tucker was able to pick it up. Tucker is able to get it back somehow. Tucker gets it over to Harden. Harden. And it was kicked. I think it was kicked by James. I'm pretty sure. Was it kicked by James or was it kicked by someone else? Hold up. I can't tell. Well, they didn't even show the right replay. Apparently it was kicked off of a Bulls player. But DeAnthony Melton to do the inbounds it to Harden. Harden tries to drop down to Montrezl Harrell, and it'll be another kickball. And it'll be a kickball on Nikola Vucevic. Come on, guys. We got to stop with the kickballs, man. Come on. And DeAnthony Melton will inbound to Harden again. Harden going to his right. Harden getting it out to Tobias Harris. Harris trying to come inside on DeRozan. Harris, the two-point jumper. That's good for Tobias Harris. All right, so we're seeing a little bit more of Montrezl Harrell. But apparently we're keeping PJ Tucker in this game, so we're going to kind of play a little bit of bully ball. And Montrezl Harrell getting in the conversation a little bit and trying to block Zach LaVine's shot, which he does so, but apparently it will go. Wait, is it Sixers ball? Wait. They originally called it Sixers ball as it went off of LaVine last, but apparently they called it Bulls ball. As Desamu gets out to Vucevic for two, and it's no good, and Tucker gets the rebound. Gets it out to Harden over to DeAnthony Melton. Melton putting up a 3-point jumper. It's no good, and it's going to be rebounded by the Bulls. DeMar DeRozan to pick up the rebound. DeRozan going to his right. DeRozan spinning. DeRozan kicking it out to Vucevic. Out to LaVine at the wing for three, and it's good for Zach LaVine. Come on, guys. Got to be better than that, man. Got to be better than that. Melton gets it over to Harden. Harden coming inside, putting it up for two. And someone will be called for the foul late. Harden putting his hand by his head. Taking a moment for a little bit. Foul called on Nikola Vucevic. Dude, Harden's really been struggling from the field. Harden has really been struggling from the field. But at least Harden's taking the shooting fouls, so that way he does end up getting some points. I'm back. Appreciate you for coming through back into the stream, Major Roberson. First one for Harden at the line is good. There you go, James. Let's say hi to RB and run it back, Philly. That's cool, Asia. Appreciate you for coming back over here, though. James Harden with just 7 points. He's 1 for 11 from the field, but does make both free throws. James Harden really not having the best of games tonight, but he's trying to put in the work that he can. As Desamu will lob it up to Nikola Vucevic, who will match up on Montrezl Harrell. Vucevic backing in. Vucevic kicking it out to DeRozan. Out to Desamu for three, and it's no good, and Tobias Harris does get the rebound. Harris with the ball. Harris going to his right. Harris puts it up for two. And it's good for Tobias Harris as he does get the bounce while falling. And it's a tie ball game at 69. DeMar DeRozan with the ball. DeRozan kicking it out to Vucevic. Vucevic a three. And it's good for Nikola Vucevic. Over the head of Montrezl Harrell. Come on, Harrell. Better defense than that would have been great. Harden gets it over to Melton. Over to Tobias Harris. Vucevic with 17 points and 15 rebounds. Harris putting it up for two, and it is no good, and Vucevic gets the rebound again. And LaVine taking another three, and it's good for Zach LaVine. Come on, Doc. Call timeout. What are you doing, Doc? Doc, what are you doing? Call a timeout, man. Harrell gets it over to James Harden. Harden going step back three, and that's going to come up short. These shots are not falling for James Harden tonight, man. And the dunk is good for Patrick Williams, and the timeout's called by the Sixers. Come on, man. Dude, Harden is killing us. He's costing us lucky shots right now. He's like 1 for 12 at this point. Every other bucket minus that one field goal that he had in the first half. Literally, they've all been free throws. Unacceptable. Unacceptable, man. Sixers, man, we are so much better than this. We're so much better than this. And what's even worse with the Sixers being down to the Bulls right now is that... Hold up, let me take this off. I have the James Harden shirt on again. And this man's literally like 1 for 12. Only 7 points. Dude, James is just having an off game. Seriously. I don't know what's going on with him. James Harden needs to wake up a little. I need Harden to start shooting the ball better. I need him to. 41-20 Pelicans. Pelicans up by 13. Good. What's wrong with Embiid? I think some like ankle soreness or something, some leg soreness, something like that. But something along the lines of his lower body. Well, overall, we need to be better than this. We need to put defenders out there. We need to probably put Thibault out there and match him up on LaVine. And have Montrezl Harrell play better defense on Nikola Vucevic because this is just getting ridiculous. The fact that this Bulls team is literally leading it by 6 points, it's ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. But come on, man. Sixers need to be better. Dude, we won 12 straight at home. We're really going to go out like this to a team with a losing record? Don't get me wrong. This team is a good team overall. Their record is just not that great as we hoped. Their team is really good. They also picked up Dragic. They have DeMar DeRozan. They have Zach LaVine. They have Nikola Vucevic. Yes, Lonzo Ball is still hurt, but he's on the team too. It's getting blown out. Good. Make sure they keep it that way. They have Patrick Williams. They have Kobe White. This is a good team. They have Ayo Dosunmu taking the place of Lonzo Ball, I'm assuming. But overall, I mean, this team is not really that bad of a team. Despite their record, their team is not that bad. They're actually a pretty good roster. At least Montrezl Harrell so far has looked like our best shooter tonight. 8 points, 4 for 5 from the field. I still know Matisse Thybulle in this game to play defense. So Harris with the ball gets it over to DeAnthony Melton, over to Montrezl Harrell, over to James Harden. Harden gets it over to Melton. Melton coming inside. Melton putting it up for 2, no good. And the rebound's picked up by the Bulls. Come on, guys. We're so much better than this. LaVine with the ball, matching up on Tobias Harris. LaVine going to his right. LaVine gets it over to Vucevic, over to Kobe White. Kobe White coming inside. And Kobe White will fall down. Maxey was about to take that coast to coast, but Melton to be called for the foul. There was no need for Melton to foul him because it was too far away from his body. There was no need. So Thybulle's finally in the game, and he'll match up on LaVine. Kobe White will inbound. We'll get into Zach LaVine. LaVine kicking it out. Patrick Dosunmu for 3, and it's no good. And Tobias Harris gets the rebound and gets it over to James Harden. Harden going to his right, coming inside. Harden drops it down to Montrezl Harrell. There we go. There we go. That's the James Harden I know making plays. Being a good playmaker. Vucevic gets it over to Dosunmu, gets it over to LaVine. LaVine loses it, and it's going to be Sixers ball. Let's go. We're going the other way with it. Let's go now. And James Harden with the three, and it's good for James Harden to make it a 3-point game. Timeout called by the Bulls. 77-74 is your score. TP1, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. Said they need a big center in there, and they got to take Harden now. Where's the thing about in terms of our center position? We only have 3 players on this team that are basically centers because Joel Embiid's out with the ankle injury, the ankle soreness, the leg soreness, whatever he has right now, which I think is ankle soreness, but I could be wrong. But here's the thing. With our depth now, we have PJ Tucker starting, we have Montrezl Harrell, and we have Paul Reed. Who's the best option of the 3? And, well, obviously PJ Tucker's going to start, but who's the next player that's going to be the one to step into the lineup and take the role when Tucker's on the bench? It's going to be Montrezl Harrell. And you already know Doc Rivers, he's not going to play the young guys. He's not going to play the young guys. So the only option for Doc Rivers, apparently in his world of success, apparently, is playing the veterans and playing Montrezl Harrell because there's no Joel Embiid, and we're playing PJ Tucker at small ball, but when he goes out, it's only Montrezl Harrell because he doesn't trust Paul Reed. He still thinks he's too young and still needs to learn. So he's going to be playing Montrezl Harrell as a backup center because he's definitely, as of late, been a much better scorer off the bench. Sports Talk says the 43-28 Pelicans. How are they still dominant? Is CJ McCollum killing them? Oh my gosh, he better. He better be killing the Nets. I bet you CJ McCollum is exposing the Brooklyn Nets right now. I feel like that's the only way the Pelicans could be winning is with CJ McCollum. Because CJ McCollum tonight is their number 1 option, according to what someone said, that Zion's out tonight. I think it was SG Sports Talk, but the only way I think they can be leading the Nets right now, I think, is with CJ McCollum being their leading scorer at the moment. But yeah, guys, it is a 3-point game. It's a 3-point game right now. Here we go, 77-74. Samu gets it over to Nikola Vucevic, who backs into Harden. Gets it out to LaVine, who shoots the 3 from the wing, and that's good for Zach LaVine. Someone get a body on him. Where's Thibault? Where's Thibault, who's had good games against Zach LaVine in the past? Where's Thibault? Here we go. Here's Harden with the ball. Harden gets it down to Montrezl Harrell, who saves it. And Harrell gets blocked. And the Bulls will put it out there for Zach LaVine. LaVine kicking out to Vucevic, standing at the top of the key. Vucevic kicking it out. Kobe White for 3, and then the putback is good for Patrick Williams, as Kobe White did originally miss the shot. Here we go. Here's Tobias Harris with the ball. Harris going to his right. Harris coming inside. Harris trying to dump it down for Montrezl Harrell, who does make the save. And then Maxey was able to get it back. But apparently it's a backcourt violation because Montrezl Harrell threw it into the backcourt. Who got more of it? I think Maxey got more of it because he had both hands on it. Maxey's trying to say that Dosunmu touched it as well. But apparently Maxey got more. Here we go. Here's LaVine with the ball. Matching up with Tobias Harris. LaVine going step back 3, and it's good for Zach LaVine. This man's a walking bucket. Can we put Matisse Thybulle on this guy? Like, why is Tobias Harris matching up on him? Doc, you make absolutely no sense. You make no sense to me. Harrell drops it down to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey going to his left. Maxey looking for his options, coming inside. Maxey The layup is no good, and it comes up short, and Vucevic gets the rebound. Are you serious? Come on. LaVine with the three-pointer, and it's good. Dude, this man's a walking bucket from three-point range. I don't get it. Zach LaVine is a walking bucket from three-point range. Like, seriously, this man's 24 of 26 points, I think is what he has right now. They've all come from the three-point line. From behind the three-point line. Zach LaVine is exposing us. Where's Thibault? He's had great performances against Zach LaVine. I guess that's how Doc just wants to run the system. How Doc wants to run the system, I don't like it. I need Sam Cassell running the system. Now I need Sam Cassell running the system. Tonight, I want Sam Cassell. Why is Doc doing it tonight? I don't know. But Doc Rivers, you are really like, oh my gosh. Doc Rivers, you're getting on my nerves. Getting on my nerves with this game. We were literally 4.5-point favorites at the beginning of this game, and we're losing by like double digits now. You're on my nerves, Doc. You're on my nerves. You're on my nerves of saying Sam Cassell needs to be the head coach. Zach LaVine overall has exposed the Sixers from three-point range. Seriously, where is Thibault on LaVine when you need him? Now could have been actually a long time ago could have been a great time. As Maxey has the ball, gets it over to Thibault, gets it over to Maxey. Maxey gets it over to Milton, over to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell gets it over to Milton. Milton going to his left. Milton coming inside. Milton up the baseline. Gets it over to Maxey. Maxey gets it over to Thibault, who just needs to take the jumper. And it's no good. And the Bulls get the rebound with Nikola Vucevic. Yay. Kobe White with the ball gets it over to Zach LaVine. LaVine gets it over to Patrick Williams. Williams gets it over to Vucevic. Vucevic, the reverse layup is good. This is ridiculous, man. We were doing so good in the first half, and ever since we started blowing it in the end of the second quarter as the shot is good for Shake Milton. But ever since the point where we started blowing it in the end of the second quarter, it's been all Chicago. As LaVine gets it over to Vucevic, kicks it out to Patrick Williams for three, and it's good. Are you serious? You can't make this up. 16-2 run for the Bulls in the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Milton with the ball. Gets it over to Tyrese Maxey going to his right. Maxey gets it over to Niang. Niang gets over to Montrezl Harrell, and he doesn't even make the dunk. Come on, Trez. As Patrick Williams gets it over to Kobe White, lobs it up for Zach LaVine in the corner for three, and that goes off the side of the backboard. Thibault gets the rebound and gets it over to Niang. Gets it over to Maxey. Maxey lobs it up for Montrezl Harrell, and thank you, Montrezl Harrell, for putting in the bucket. Thank you. Finally. Here we go. Here's Ayo Dosunmu. Gets it over to Zach LaVine, guarded by Thibault now. Thank goodness. LaVine gets it over to Vucevic. Drops it down to Patrick Williams for two, and that's good for Patrick Williams. Dude, now Patrick Williams is a walking bucket. Seriously. Milton with the ball, gets it out to Thibault in the corner for three, and it's no good. Montrezl Harrell coming away with the rebound, and he will be fouled. Sports Talk says the 76ers are getting exposed. Witcher, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming through. Hit that like button if you have not done so already. Bulls are exposing the 76ers weaknesses, and they're making them look bad out there. Yeah, they are. Bulls are destroying Philly. Sorry for leaving for a while. Went to make a decent good dinner. Just quick pound with cheese and some fries. Trying to come back on the soda. Just going to have water with it. Hey, it's all right, man. It's all good. First one from Montrezl Harrell's missed at the line. Are you kidding me? Dude, this is ridiculous. As Patrick Williams will finally go to the bench, and Derek Jones will come into the game. Oh, I think Montrezl Harrell might have threw an F-bomb while at the line. I mean, overall, Montrezl Harrell still has been pretty solid tonight. Second one for Montrezl Harrell is good at the line that time. He goes with this high-arcing free throw style. Seriously. Here we go. Here's Dosunmu with the ball. Dosunmu gets it over to LaVine. LaVine guarded by Matisse Thybulle. Gets it over to Vucevic. Over to Kobe White. Kobe White kicks it out to LaVine. LaVine coming inside. LaVine. Layup is good. Wow. Zach LaVine just exposed everybody. He exposed all 5 Sixers players that were on the floor at the time. He exposed everyone. Unbelievable. Maxey with the ball. And it'll be a kick ball against the Bulls. The Bulls, they have a total of 38 points in the quarter. The Sixers, I believe, have a total of like 24 points in the quarter. Unbelievable. As the one back here, Shake Milton. Milton coming inside. Milton putting up a 2-point jumper, and it's no good, but Montrezl Harrell will put it back. Thank you, Montrezl Harrell. Well, let's show what we can do in the fourth quarter, man. Hopefully we can keep up with this team. But LaVine with the ball, coming inside. LaVine, near with a clear lane, and it'll be a blocking foul against Shake Milton. Milton didn't even fall. Milton just backed up and kept his balance. Bold take. Zach LaVine makes both free throws at the line. I'm calling it. 97-81 is your score right now. First one for LaVine at the line is good. Dude, Zach LaVine's just been so efficient tonight. I know he's not missing the free throws. I know it. I know it. Tobias Harris will check into the game here for Matisse Thybulle. Dude, LaVine's been balling this game. 31 points, 11 for 15 from the field, and 8 for 9 from three-point range. Patrick Williams just like that, right back in this game. Placing, I do believe it was Kobe White. Second one for LaVine is good. I knew LaVine was making both at the line. Sixers down by 18, 99-81. Milton with the ball, guarded by Zach LaVine. Milton gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey putting moves on, gets it over to Milton. Milton kicking it out to Niang in the corner for 3, and it's good for Georges Niang at the buzzer. So at the end of the third quarter, Sixers now down by double digits as they were originally down by 4 points at halftime, but now they are down by 15 points at the end of the third quarter, 99-84, as we will head to the fourth quarter. The Sixers down by 15. But yeah, guys, it's been pretty ugly. It's been pretty ugly after like the last few minutes of the second quarter, and then the whole third quarter. It's been pretty ugly. We can get the Flyers on track. Philly will be the capital of the professional sports world. We'll see. Go bad for you? Yeah, it's been rough, man. This is a rough game. It started good in the first quarter, and then the last few minutes where the Bulls really started getting it going and really started pouring it on, I think that was the turning point. That's been the turning point of this game. Hope your team can bounce back. Next game on Sunday, hopefully, which guys, if you guys have not heard so already, I will not be streaming the game on Sunday because the Eagles game has been moved to 4:25, and I want to watch that game as they hope to take down the New York Giants and grab the number 1 seed. Got to either win over the Giants or tie with the Giants to grab the 1 seed, or hope that somehow, some way, that the Cowboys lose to the Commanders, which I don't even think that's going to happen. The Commanders are probably going to get exposed. Not overly impressed with Doug Rivers so far this season. it's not that he's bad, but doesn't seem to make any impactful adjustments. Yeah, Bruce Harper, I kind of agree with you. So here's the thing about Doc Rivers, okay? He always has a game plan, but he'll never adjust. He'll stick with the same game plan all game long. He'll stick with it. He won't change the game plan. Mark my words. And Sports Talk says fire Doc. Yeah. I mean, if he keeps coaching like this, then absolutely I'd fire him and have Sam Cassell take over. Because, dude, we need it. We need Sam Cassell taking over. When Doc Rivers has those, when he has those bad coaching nights. Phil, you're spot on regarding Doc. Yeah. Sam Cassell would be a better coach than Doc. You already know I hire Cassell. No, guys, let's not call Doc Rivers Doc. Let's call him Glenn Rivers. There's no right to be called Doc unless if he actually does some good stuff. As Levine already lobs up to Andre Drummond for 2, and it's good. Of course, Andre Drummond putting buckets against his old team. Look at that. Whoop-de-doo. As Milton has the ball, Milton gets over to Tobias Harris. Harris over to Maxey, over to Milton. Milton gets over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey coming inside. Maxey putting up a 2, and he will be fouled. He'll be fouled by Kobe White, I think. I agree about Sam. He's going to be an awesome coach, hopefully, for the Sixers. Yeah, he needs to stay. He needs to stay on the Sixers and just take over as the coach. Let's call him Trash Rivers. Glenn Trash Rivers. As the first one misses the line for Tyrese Maxey. Come on, Tyrese. How you miss a free throw like that? Wait, Bruce Harper, you ready for this?
Doc Glenn Rivers likes Chris Conley.
Second goes up in for Tyrese Maxey. He's been our best player all game. 17 points, 4 for 5 from the field. Dragic gets it over to Dosunmu, and that's turned over by Tobias Harris. He'll keep the ball and hold on to it. Get it over to Shake Milton. Milton over to Maxey. Maxey going to his right. Maxey kicks out to Milton. Milton out to Maxey. Maxey against Derek Jones. Maxey coming inside, laying up for 2, and it is no good, but he will be fouled. That could have been an and 1 for Tyrese Maxey, but he'll take 2 free throws at the line. Best impression of all time. You know I can do it. Be right back. I have to get some catch up. All right, Bruce Harper. Best impression of all time. It's literally how he sounds on national television. First one's good at the line for Tyrese Maxey. Saying what's up to Bruce. That's literally what he sounds like on national TV all the time. I'm telling you. Second one also good at the line for Tyrese Maxey. 14-point game, 101-87. Sounding down Dunk. No, I sound like Chris Collinsworth. Dragic with the ball, gets it over to DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan coming inside, putting up a 2-point jumper, and it's no good. Andre Drummond gets a rebound. Come on, Montrez, what are you doing? And Harold tries to launch it out to Kobe White, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Sixers ball. Sixers, it's time to get on a run here. Let's go. Miracles are needed. Miracles are required. Show why you're wanting to win 12 in a row at home. Come on. As Maxey gets it over to Milton, over to Tobias Harris, who stands in the corner, comes inside, loses it, but will be fouled. Okay. Hey, I'll take the fact that we're getting the opportunities with shooting fouls. He's the analyst on NBC for Sunday Night Football that pairs up with Mike Tirico. First one is good at the line for Tobias Harris. Best record since December 7th. Sixers have the second best record at 11-2, while the Brooklyn Nets are 12-1. All right, Sixers, let's see what we can do here. First one was good at the line for Tobias Harris. We'll wait and see if he does end up making the second one. Wow, dude. The Charlotte Hornets tied an NBA record for points in the opening quarter with 51 points against the Milwaukee Bucks. That sounds like a sign for a what the hell? Shout out to my guy East Coast Gridiron for creating the sound effect. Sounds like Joe Buck. No, I don't sound anything like Joe Buck. Absolutely not. I only hate Joe Buck because every time he's always on a broadcast with Troy Aikman, every single time, he always looks like a female. That's why I hate Joe Buck. I hate Chris Collinsworth because everyone hates him. If you ever meet a guy in public that likes Chris Collinsworth, tell them to start hating on him. Tell them to not like him anymore. Tell them to do something. Tell them to get off of whatever they're on. Oh, Chris Collinsworth sounds like Joe Buck. No, not in my opinion. Joe Buck just sounds like... Not sounds like. Joe Buck just looks like a female literally on a broadcast with Troy Aikman. Chris Collinsworth just sounds annoying. He's annoying and he's the worst commentator in sports. Oh, I got the Maxey jersey for Christmas one year. So we had another Maxey jersey, but apparently it was like a size too small for me when we first got it. So we got it a second time, and this is the jersey that I probably should be wearing because Harden is having a trash game tonight. But dude, Maxey has been doing pretty good, but that's the whole story behind the Maxey jersey. Thoughts on him? I definitely think, he has a lot of career left ahead of him. He has a lot of career left ahead of him, so I definitely think he will definitely be successful. But it'll obviously take him time to get up there with the big boys like Steph Curry, Trae Young. It'll take him time to get up there, but I really do think he has a bright future ahead of him. Hopefully his career is all with the Sixers, honestly. Adrian Robertson Gazelle, well, I'd be a better commentator than Chris Collinsworth. Anyone would, my guy. Games missed this season. Maxey's missed 19. Harden's missed 15, and Embiid's missed 10 so far. Total of 44 games total between the big three for the Sixers. Tobias Harris, go ahead and shoot the second one at the line. Make it a 12-point game. Second one is good at the line for Tobias Harris. All right, Sixers, let's get a couple stops here. Let's go. We need a big run. We need a big run right now. As Dragic has the ball here for the Bulls, gets it over to DeMar DeRozan, who launches it over. And it is going to... Looks like it's going to stay with the Bulls. They're saying that he's definitely making progress, so I think it's kind of likely that he does play on Sunday, despite being limited in practice all week. As DeRozan has the ball, gets it over to Derek Jones Jr. out to Kobe White for three, and it's good. Wow, guys, that's such good defense. I'm being sarcastic. That's terrible defense. Maxey with the ball gets it over to Niang. Niang gets it over to Shake Milton. Milton gets it over to Niang. Niang gets it over to Montrezl Harrell. And Harrell's running beneath the basket and puts it up and in for two. All right, boys, come on. Defense is needed. Let's go. Montrezl Harrell with 17 points. He's been a valuable asset off the bench. Rogers gets it over to Patrick Williams for two. It's no good. Tobias Harris gets the rebound. Come on, Sixers. Let's get back in this thing. Come on. Harris with the ball. Kicks it out to Georges Niang. Niang putting up a three, and it's good for Georges Niang. Let's go. Niang's trying to say it's not done. It's not over till it's over. Let me keep my team in this. Kobe White gets it over to Patrick Williams. Williams matching up against Montrezl Harrell. Kicks it out to Kobe White. Kobe White coming inside. Kobe White getting it out to Desamu for two. It's no good. But the rebound's picked up by Patrick Williams. And he will be fouled by Tobias Harris. I think I heard that's Tobias Harris' third foul of the game. Pretty sure. But you need to get a body on Patrick Williams without fouling him at the same time. Beautiful shot right there, drilled by Georges Niang on the other end of the court. First one for Patrick Williams is good. That's the 500th career three-point made field goal for Georges Niang in his career. So there's a milestone for Georges Niang. Second one also go to the line for Patrick Williams. Come on, guys. Let's get back in this thing. Come on. Maxey will get this over to Georges Niang, who will get this over to Shake Milton, over to Maxey. Maxey putting it up for two. It's no good. Montrezl Harrell trying to fight for the rebound. Cannot get it. And it's picked up by the Bulls. Dragic with the ball coming inside. Dragic putting up a two. It's no good, and the putback's no good by the Bulls either. And it's going to stay Sixers ball no matter what. Dragic going to the bench, and Zach LaVine to go ahead and replace him. The player that comes in for the Bulls, and Zach LaVine, has been the highest player on the team tonight. As Shake Milton has the ball, Milton fakes it out to Maxey, gets it over to Tobias Harris. Harris backing in, Harris coming inside. Harris putting it up for two, and it's no good. And Harrell, get your hands up, dude. You can't be letting Kobe White beat you out for that. You're letting a guard beat you out for that, Harrell? Come on, man. As DeRozan spins, fakes a shot, kicks out to Kobe White for three, and it's good. Wow, guys. Wow, our defense is sloppy. Come on. What is our defense doing? Can we wake up on D? Milton with the ball, gets it over to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell spinning, putting it up for two. How did he miss the layup? Trez! What is he doing? Trez literally missed the layup. As DeRozan gets it over to Kobe White. Kobe White getting down to Patrick Williams. Williams with the three-point shot. No good. The rebound's picked up by Montrezl Harrell. We'll get it over to Georges Niang, over to Shake Milton. And Milton's going to be called for the charge. Yay. Wow, man. I mean, dude, Montrezl Harrell definitely has been so much better. Overall, like the last few games, Montrezl Harrell has definitely been so much better. That's how we need to keep him until Embiid comes back. Well, obviously, we're going to keep Montrezl Harrell on the bench because I think we're going to continue to go Tucker in the small ball lineup. Obviously, we're going to keep Tucker at the 5 until B comes back, but Montrezl Harrell off the bench is definitely going to be something. I really do think Montrezl Harrell off the bench can be a huge asset. Shake Milton's being checked out. First Bulls player to make first 8 3-point attempts in the game since 2006 with Ben Gordon back on April 14th, back all the way in 2006. That was honestly before I was born. Paul Reed in the game. Vucevic with the ball. Gets it over to Derek Jones, and a foul called on DeAnthony Melton. They're not getting the Messi Sports Talk. They're not getting it. I wanted to play the victory song tonight, and of course the Bulls have to ruin everything. As Melton tried to get the ball, but couldn't do so. First one missed the line for Derek Jones Jr. 5 personal fouls for DeAnthony Melton. Why is he in this game, Doc? Why is Melton in this game with 5 personal fouls? Second one is good at the line for Derek Jones Jr. Sixers down by 16. About 7 minutes left. Maxey gets it over to DeAnthony Melton. Melton matching up on Zach LaVine. One more. Melton's out for the remainder of the game. As Melton gets it over to Tyrese Maxey, going to his right. Maxey gets out to Harris. Harris kicking it out to Melton, over to Harden, over to Maxey. 4-3 in the corner, and it's good for Tyrese Maxey. Maxey with a big shot from the corner. Maxey with 22 points, 5 for 6 from 3-point range. He's definitely shot so well from 3 tonight. As LaVine goes to his left, matches up on Paul Reed. Gets it over to Derrick Jones Jr., over to Kobe White, gets it over to LaVine. LaVine coming inside. LaVine, the 3-point jumper, no good. Tobias Harris gets the rebound. Gets it over to DeAnthony Melton. Melton dealing with the double team. And it'll be a foul called against the Bulls for sure. LaVine's dominating Maxey. Yeah, that should, Thibault should have been in this game taking on Zach LaVine. So Patrick Williams will sub in for Derrick Jones Jr. Tobias Harris inbounds it to Melton, back to Harris. Harris coming inside, putting up a 2-point jumper, and it's no good. It rims out. Wow, come on. Seriously. We're getting robbed left and right. DeRozan taking the jumper. I'll be shooting 2 at the line. Come on, Paul Reed. You got to hold yourself accountable. You know he's going to try to go pump fake. Come on, Paul Reed. He's been in the league forever. DeMar DeRozan's been in the league forever, Paul Reed. I don't know what you're doing jumping like that. Of course, Doc Rivers is going to call time. Doc Rivers is probably about to throw in the cleanup crew. I'm kidding. Doc Rivers is probably like, it's not over till the fat lady sings. That's probably what Doc Rivers is like right now. It's not over till the fat lady sings. But dang, man. Ever since the end of the second quarter, it's been frustrating the rest of the way. It really has been so frustrating. It's just been bad, man. It's just been really bad. Man. It's just been pretty bad from the Sixers overall. Well, not overall, honestly, but ever since those last few minutes in the second quarter and pretty much the rest of the way, it's been all Chicago. It's been all Chicago the rest of the way. But yeah, guys, hopefully the Sixers can just put in a couple more buckets. Do what they can. You see the ball drop on New Year's Eve? No, I was watching Ohio State against Georgia in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. It sucked, though, that Noah Ruggles missed that game-winning field goal. And the snap wasn't even bad, and it wasn't even held bad by Jesse Mirko. Noah Ruggles just shanked it off to the left. He just shanked it. He might have rushed the kick, honestly. But yeah, it has been brutal for the Sixers ever since those last few minutes in the second quarter and on up to this point in the game. It's been brutal. So Paul Reed just went straight up and down. And it's going to be a jump ball between him and Vucevic. Paul Reed's going to lose the jump ball. No, Paul Reed does win the jump ball. Paul Reed does win the jump ball. Okay. So apparently the challenge was successful by Doc Rivers. Harden with the ball, matching up on Zach LaVine. Pretty much we're running Paul Reed with the starting lineup. as a foul is called against the Bulls here. Looks like Niang is going to get back in this game. Phillies have won the World Series. Would you go to school to go to the parade? Depends on what day it would be, my guy. Paul Reed with the ball gets over to James Harden. Harden kicking out to Tobias Harris. Harris coming inside. Harris laying up for 2, and it's good for Tobias Harris. It's an 11-point game right now. That's right, Doc Rivers. Get up and let you guys know what's going on. Tobias Harris with 19 points tonight. He hasn't done that bad. Tobias Harris has been solid tonight. DeMar DeRozan with the ball, lobs it up to Nikola Vucevic. Vucevic kicking it out to DeMar DeRozan, putting up a 3, and it is no good. And Maxey gets the rebound. Maxey bringing it down the other end, gets it over to DeAnthony Melton. Melton up the baseline, out to Harris. In the corner for 3. It's good for Tobias Harris. And maybe a little bit of life late in this game for the Sixers. Maybe just a little bit of life. 110 to 102, 4:50 left to go in the game. Sixers on an 8-0 run the last 2 minutes. DeRozan with the ball, losing it, getting it back. DeRozan, the 2-point jumper is good. And he'll silence the crowd and make it back to a 10-point game. Harden gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey going inside, back outside. Gets over to DeAnthony Melton. Melton still playing with 5 fouls. Melton, the 2-point jumper, is air ball. Paul Reed strips it off of Vucevic, and it's going to go Bulls ball. Come on, man. That 3-pointer by Tobias Harris gave us a little bit of life, and we're going to allow, I believe it was LaVine to get a 2-pointer, and then not LaVine, it was DeMar DeRozan. And now we're going to have this ball go out of bounds and have it be Bulls basketball. LaVine gets it over to DeRozan, back to LaVine for 3, and it's good. This duo between LaVine and DeRozan is just so overpowered. This duo is overpowered, man. Honestly, it might be unfair to the rest of the league if they get it turning on. And deflected as he tried to get it over to Maxey, so I believe it was Harden trying to get it over to Maxey, so it will be Sixers ball still. LaVine making this look like weak sauce out here. Harden lobbing out for Tobias Harris, who's wide open in the corner for 3 again. And it comes up short. Paul Reed comes away with the rebound. Harris picking it up, laying it up for 2. It's no good. Trying to fight for the rebound is the Sixers. They do get it back. Harris out to Melton, out to Maxey, out to Harden, wide open for 3, and it's good for James Harden. It's back to a 10-point game. 115 to 105. Harden now with 14 points. He has a double-double in this game with 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 11 assists. DeRozan with the ball. DeRozan matching up with Tobias Harris, taking the 2-point jumper. It's no good. Paul Reed gets the rebound. Gets it over to James Harden. Harden losing it, getting it back. Harden coming inside. Rolling it to Paul Reed. Reed out to Harris. Wide open in the corner for 3. Harris cannot get it to go. And the Bulls do get the rebound. It's a 3-on-2. Throws out to Kobe White for 3. And it's no good. Melton gets the rebound. Up to Harden. Harden wide open for 3 again. And it's good! James Harden coming alive late. 115-108. 14-5 run for the Sixers in the last 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Is it going to be too little too late, or do the Sixers have that comeback in them that these people on NBC Sports Philly were talking about? LaVine trying to lay it up. Out to Kobe White, wide open for 3, and it's good for Kobe White to silence the crowd. And it's back up to a 10-point game. Melton gets it over to James Harden. Harden matching up against Kobe White. Harden dancing. Harden going step back 3 again. And he misses it that time, and it's going to be rebounded by the Bulls. Remember, the Bulls are just going to take their time here. Need all defense as LaVine kicks it out. Patrick Williams out to DeRozan, who's wide open. But he does not take the shot. It's out to LaVine, who's wide open for 3, and it's good for Zach LaVine. And that's going to be the dagger. Dude, Zach LaVine has 10 3-pointers in this game. I can't believe it. And that'll seal it on that note. Sixers thought they had it, and now the door's pretty much shut on that note. So Sixers are going to go down on this one, unfortunately. But hopefully we rebound on Sunday against the Pistons. But yeah, guys, I'm back. Looks like this game is about over and is going to end on a sour note to end the Sixers' 12-game winning streak at home. Zach LaVine with a beautiful performance tonight. 38 points. I think it was like 10 for 12 from the field. Sixers still keeping like the starting lineup out there with Paul Reed. Harden inbounds it to Harris with a quick shot. Paul Reed cannot get the rebound as the DeRozan's surrounded. It's going to be a jump ball between Paul Reed and DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan hates that call by the official. And DeRozan able to win the tip over Paul Reed. Patrick Williams picks it up, gets it over to Zach LaVine. LaVine dribbling with it against James Harden. These guys are just going to take their time as this game's going to come to an end with the Sixers taking an L. Williams kicking out to Vucevic for three. High arcing, no good. And it's rebounded. It was going to be rebounded by Maxey, but foul call on DeMar DeRozan. Maxey, though, with a really nice performance. 22 points, 7 for 13 from the field, 5 for 6 from three. So we had to ruin your nice performance, Maxey, as the first one's good at the line for him. Fortunately, we had to ruin Maxey's performance tonight, which that sucks. We take the trip to the Motor City tomorrow to get ready for a matchup on Sunday. As the second one for Maxey's good at the line. Niang with no shirt on, but he does have his jersey on still. Well, they'll inbound it, and they'll pretty much just take their time. Pat Williams with the ball gets it over to DeMar DeRozan, getting it over to Vucevic, over to Zach LaVine looking for more, and he drains it. Zach LaVine has been a demon. Zach LaVine's been a demon against the Sixers tonight. Maxey coming in, laying it up, and it's good for Tyrese Maxey. Doc Rivers not even impressed. Zach LaVine with 41 points, 11 for 13 from three-point range. That's crazy. Dude, Zach LaVine has been an absolute monster tonight. I have to give Zach LaVine his credit. I will give him a little round of applause. I'll give him credit where credit's due, man. Zach LaVine has really had a dominating performance tonight. And usually he struggles against the Sixers. And Kobe White with the bucket is good. Or rather, that's out to Samu. Harris gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey going to his right, coming inside, putting up a three, and it is no good, and the Bulls will get the rebound. How did Harden do? His shooting was pretty poor. Was still able to finish with 17 points. the bench scoring really wasn't the best for the Bulls. They only had 28 points off the bench. Sixers had 36 points off the bench. But only 3 players contributed off the bench, and they were Shake Milton, Montrezl Harrell, and Georges Niang. Last 24 seconds don't even matter. Bulls are going to take the win in this one of the Philadelphia 76ers, 126-112. And the Sixers will drop to 23-15 on the season, and their winning streak at home will come to an end. Bulls will go to 18-21 on the season. And the Bulls will get the win 126-112. Yeah, guys, I mean, Zach LaVine just dominated in the end. Yeah, GG to the Bulls. GG to the Bulls in the end. They had a great game, but in particular, Zach LaVine had a dominating performance in the game. It's unfortunate that we lost and end off our 12-game winning streak at home, but you can't win them all, but this was definitely a game that we should have had after our first half performance minus those last few minutes. And then it was pretty much all Chicago the rest of the way. That was just the turning point in the game when Chicago was starting to get red hot in like the end of the second quarter. That was just overall the turning point in the end. But yeah, guys, on that note, we're going to go over the final stats here, and then we're going to get out of here. So, starting off on the Chicago Bulls side, Zach LaVine leading the way with an absolutely dominating performance of the Sixers with 41 points, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists. Nikola Vucevic ended up having a triple-double in this game as he had 19 points, 18 rebounds, and 10 assists. Patrick Williams with 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. DeMar DeRozan with only 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. So DeMar DeRozan really didn't have that big of a performance tonight, but it was just LaVine dominating overall. Coby White off the bench with 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Ayo Dosunmu with 8 points, no rebounds, and an assist. Derrick Jones Jr. with 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Andre Drummond with 6 points and 6 rebounds. And Goran Dragic with 5 points, a rebound, and 3 assists to end off the final stats for the Chicago Bulls. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side. Tyrese Maxey leads the way for the Philadelphia 76ers in this game with 26 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. James Harden ends up finishing with a double-double in this game with 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 11 assists. Montrezl Harrell off the bench contributing nicely with 17 points and 4 rebounds. Tobias Harris also I missed his stat line as he had 22 points, 11 rebounds, and assists for a double-double as well. Georges Niang off the bench with 12 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. DeAnthony Melton with 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Shake Milton with 7 points, a rebound, 3 assists. PJ Tucker with 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists to end off the final stat sheet for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now to the team stats now. The Chicago Bulls ended up finishing shooting the ball 57.1% from the field to the Philadelphia 76ers 43.5%. The Chicago Bulls end up shooting the ball 58.8% from three-point range to the Philadelphia 76ers 43.9%. Chicago Bulls end up shooting the ball 58.8% from the free throw line to the Philadelphia 76ers 77.8%. Chicago Bulls end up out-rebounding the 76ers overall 45-38, but the Sixers managed to do it offensively in this game in the end 12-8. The Chicago Bulls had more assists than the Philadelphia 76ers 33-28. The Bulls with more blocks than the Sixers, 5-3. The Sixers with more steals than the Bulls, 6-3. Sixers winning the turnover battle over the Chicago Bulls, 11-7. The Chicago Bulls with more points in the paint than the Sixers, 44-36. And a total of 29 personal fouls called, 15 on the Sixers and 14 on the Chicago Bulls. And ladies and gentlemen, on that note, that is how the final stats come to an end. Adrian Robertson says that the Nets came back 75-74, make that 78-76 in favor of the Nets. If it's available, which I will look real quick in my area, is it available to be watched? Hold up. Seriously, Zach LaVine was an absolute demon. 14 for 19 from the field, 2 for 2 from the line, 11 for 13 from 3. He was a demon. Okay, so that's Pelicans. Remember to get that. Remember to get it on ESPN. So that'll be the game that I put on after I end off this stream. But ladies and gentlemen, on that note, that is pretty much going to do it for me. Nothing else to really put out there. Sixers lose to the Bulls 126-112 and end off their winning streak at home on a sour note. But, let's learn from this. Let's take the L, and let's move on to the next one on Sunday against the Detroit Pistons. And, ladies and gentlemen, also, if you guys have not done so, go ahead and follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. The two handles are both right here. If you guys have not done so, go ahead and follow me on both Twitter and Instagram for, just some tweets. And, I don't really post on Instagram every now and then, but still, if you guys want to just follow me overall just to support me, the Instagram handle is over here. But ladies and gentlemen, on that note, that is pretty much going to do it from me. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys have not done so. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one, man. Peace out, everybody, and God bless and peace. Take care, Adrian Robertson. Appreciate you coming through.